Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program here on Shen Plays. I'm your host, Shenra, and today we are going to be doing something we haven't done yet, and that is a rover. I practiced with it this morning, and, well, let me show you what I have, and we can change it a bit to make it better. Beep, 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 beep. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Rover of Excellence, Mark II. It's not exactly excellent. So at the bottom we have just our basic asparagus stalk mainsail lifter with solid boosters on the outside. Then we have a very basic stage here with a nuclear rocket, and then above here we have a lander with a science box, some photovoltaic solar cells, a small engine, a decently sized fuel tank, and some landing feet. Then on top we have the very, very basic rover. Yeah, it's not the best design ever, and I'm sure we can do better than this. The reason I have a problem with this rover, it works, and this is the second rover I've made, and they both worked. There's no problem with the rover itself that I can see. The problem is when you land on something, it doesn't sit still. Now, in one of the earlier videos, you saw the texture on the surface of, what was it, the Mun, and the texture was kind of jiggling all over the place. The rover does the exact same thing. If I put the rover down flat, not moving it at all, the wheels are not turning at all, and I put on the brakes, there's a button to put brakes on. You put on the brakes, wheels are not moving, the rover starts dancing and jiggling and bouncing, because the ground is not actually solid. It like moves. I don't know if it's an earthquake or what, but it's impossible just to let this thing sit still. It's weird. It's very weird. Anyway, so I wanted to change it. I had some lander legs on here as a means of flipping the rover over, but they didn't actually do very good a job at it. Basically, to flip the rover over, I had to run our Kerbal into the rover until the rover flipped over. Like, use the Kerbal's jets to flip the rover, and that actually did work after a few tries. But anyway, this whole design is successful. It works. There's nothing like amazingly wrong with any part of this until we get to the actual rover. And I think what I want to do is change the rover into a design that can work on the top or the bottom, no matter where the damn thing is, whether it's upside down or right side up. I want it to work. So to do that, I'm going to take the legs off. Not the legs, the wheels. The wheels. And we are going to attach some of these. Can I fit these on the side? No? Can I put it on the edge? Can I please put it on the edge? Oh, I want to put it on the edge so bad. What about if I put one of these? Oh, that won't... No. Well, how much do these weigh? 0.075. Oh, these weigh less. What about these? 0.375, 0.127. So these weigh the least out of all these little attachment thingamabobbers. What about the I-beams? 0.08. The I-beams are about the same. Huh. I would prefer this, though. It just looks better. Is it just not going to fit? No, it won't attach anywhere in the middle of the beam. It'll only attach on the end. Man, that's disappointing. That's what she said. Yeah, it only attaches on the end. Man, that's disappointing. Oh well, Cess Lavis and all that jazz. Okay, I guess we're gonna use these. How much is that weigh? 0.15. Yeah, I guess we'll use these. 0.08. That's like the lightest thing I can find here. Alright. I'm not super stoked. Oh, that'll work like that. Yes! Can I put symmetry on? That's what I want. 4-way symmetry, will that work? That'll look really weird. Let's just do 2-way symmetry. Will that work? Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Hey, it looks... Actually, doesn't actually look that bad. That'll work, and that way you won't have too much weight added. It'll It'll get the job done. Let me zoom in. And yeah. All right, are we gonna have happy times here, or is this not happy times? What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I was gonna scoot it a little one way or the other, but I guess that's fine. All right, so they're not at the right height. God damn it. That's a little closer. Okay, so the idea here is we're going to put the wheels on the top and the bottom of the rover, and we're going to have, I guess the seat doesn't matter where the seat, I was going to say we put the seat on the top or the bottom, but I don't really care. I just want this thing to roll along, whether or not it's upside down or right side up. It just doesn't matter to me. So the wheels have to be far enough above the seat so that a seated Kerbal will not cause it to fall over, right? Now, why am I not getting... Ah, there. Oh, can I move that a little further? Actually, it looks okay. That's probably fine. There we go. Now that looks atrocious for a rover. That looks awful. I love it. I love it. If this is going to be our rover, then we probably want a little more photovoltaic cells, because let me tell you, even with just 4 wheels, the electricity runs out at a reasonably quick pace. Can we please put it on 4? There we go. So we'll just double those up. Okay, so we're going to have 8 on the bottom, 8 on the top. So upside down or right side up, we don't care. We just want it to drive. Okie dokie. So let me explain the stages to you guys. We have our lifter, which will separate here at this decoupler. Then we have our nuclear engine, which will separate at this decoupler. It's actually a separator. Then we have a tiny little engine in here. We're using this one, a Rockomax 487S. And I found it is plenty powerful enough to both land this entire behemoth and also take off and come back to Kerbin. We've already done that. So it works great. We went to the Mun and we went to the Mun, and then we went to Minmus and came back, and it was fine. So why don't we do that now? I think we need to make it Mark III because we did change the rover. Save it. And let's pick a Kerbin. I don't really care who we get. Kelman? No, he went to Minmus. I think we'll use someone that we haven't used before. Mitman? Or let's use Orvis. He's not very stupid, but that's fine. I don't really care. Orvis, you're our man. It's not difficult to come back, Cooper. What are you talking about? Alrighty, so we're out here at the launch pad with Mr. Orvis. We're going to turn on SAS, throttle up to about 25-30%, and launch this sucker. Go, my pretty, go! I'm going to zoom out because it's quieter if we zoom out. How's it going, Orvis? Pretty good, huh? Keep your hand on that throttle, okay? Hey, the throttle's over there, bro. Whatever. Alright, so we're about out of solid boosters. Oh, that looks so weird. Okay, throttle up the liquid and go. Hang in there, Orvis. We'll be fine, yo. You and me. Like two peas in a pod. I will see you guys in orbit. Alright, we're coming back for just a short little burn here. It says 2 seconds. I'm not sure I trust it. But then again, this is a mainsail engine, so it could be 2 seconds. Who knows? Yeah, it's a short burn. The delta V is just tiny. Okay, good enough. So delete that. And we have a periapsis, 144. You know what, that's fine. We'll work with that. Alright, let's drift out there. 21 hours, no problem. Problem? No problem. We're probably going to have to slow down quite a bit. Looks like we're going to pass ahead of it and above it. Well, we can adjust that once we get in closer. Come on now. Come on. Bingo. Okay. So let's fix this crap. Fix this crap. Wow, that is a really weird little thingamabobber you're doing there. Let's add a maneuver so that we can get into a better orbit. Let's come down, go in, and keep that up. And let's see if slowing down will help. Yes, it will. 40K, that'll work. And the height looks decent, but let's bring it up a bit. Yeah, there you go. That's more horizontal on the exit. And the 14K is a little tight for me. Let's put it about 20, so we don't go smashy smashy into the planet or moon, whatever it is. It's a moon. So this is almost a pure retro burn, but that's fine. A 1 second burn. God, this mainsail is insane. Just the fact that it can perform so much in just a tiny little touch. It actually makes it a little bit difficult to get these things precise. A 1 second burn with a mainsail. That means I'm going to turn it on with like the lowest power possible and just hope that we don't, you know, overshoot and smack into the moon. Okay, let's put it on low power. Power up a bit. Power up a bit. There we go. Delete that. What do we got? 39K. I can live with that. So let's drift over there. Say hi to Minmus. Hi, Minmus. We were just here a bit ago testing this junk out with the old lander design. I mean, the old rover design. Same lander, but different rover design. And it worked out great. But, you know, the rover flipped over, and we had to flip it over manually with our jetpack. We did a jetpack dive. Basically, you dive onto the ground with your jetpacks. And then then you bump into the rover and it flips over. It's amazing. Okay, so now we need to do another retro burn. Get ourselves in orbit. And of course, this sucker. It weighs a lot, this tank and the engine. So we won't have to do this very long, but as soon as we're done, we're going to dump that thing because it weighs too much. So look at that. We're just barely on the lowest thrust possible, and it's already just totally going to bring us in orbit. We'll even put the thrust up a tiny bit more. This thing is crazy strong, this mainsail engine. And orbit. Wow. So strong. Strong! Okay, we're sitting on 35. I think we'll push that down to about 12. There you go. 12. And then we'll drift over there. And then we're going to have to find a nice spot to land. I think that'll do well, right about there. Okay, let's get turned around because we're pointed the wrong way. This thing is a real beast when it comes to turning around. It's like, I mean, it will do it, but man, is it heavy. I'm going to try just to tiptoe it down there because we're on the wrong side to get any electrics from the sun. So I don't want to overshoot it, if possible. We will charge electricity when we fire up the engine, but I'd rather get it right the first time and not have to adjust it much. That looks pretty good. Come on, drift down, drift down. Lock it in with SAS and let it do its little wiggle. Do the wiggle. Speed up time just a bit. Looking good. Alright, now we'll bring this in to about the same height, maybe around 12, 14. Oh my god, that thing is so strong. Alright, close enough. 14, 11, and 12. Okay. So now we need to drift over to... Oh, that's where we landed the first rover, see? Minmus Dune Buggy. Why don't we drop this one off right here? Because that's a nice big flat area we can play around in. So let's speed up time and we'll drift around towards this area of Minmus. Then we use that big honkin' mainsail to slow us down into descent. And then we'll kick it out because we don't need it no more. But man, that one mainsail engine just lasts, the fuel just lasts so long if you just use it sparingly. Now we still have like 15-20% fuel on that thing. That's crazy. Alright, let's start slowing down. So we need to turn around and find our retrograde point. And this is nice. We can do all these turns with the sun on us. So our photovoltaic cells are going to keep charging the whole time. So we can do whatever amounts of turns we want. Alright, slow down. Almost there. Bingo. Lock it in, SAS. Engine up just a tiny bit. Look at that. Just the engine on at the lowest possible setting. And it's like, well, we're going to stop now. Does not take much effort. We'll put the engine up a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. And stop. Great. Now, Now we say thank you so much, mainsail. I don't need the rest of that fuel you have. Bye-bye. Get rid of the sheath around this engine. Blammo. And now we descend. Our current trajectory is straight down. That's great. Let's orient ourselves toward the sky. The wheels on the rover turn when I turn the rocket. That's hilarious. You can lock the wheels. Just right-click and lock them, but it doesn't really matter. The wheels wiggling at least lets you show what I'm doing on the keyboard. How's it going, Orvis? You having a good time? Oh yeah, look at him. He's smiling from ear to ear. He is the happiest little Kerbal ever. And now we just descend. It's a very gentle descent. There's no rush. We don't really have to push to slow ourselves down until we hit maybe around 6,000. Because this one nuclear engine is plenty of thrust to slow us down. Although I do have more weight than I did last time. Last time I did not have these 4 beams, and I also only had 4 wheels, not 8. This is a lot of wheels. I'm sure it's fine. What could possibly go wrong? How's it going, Orvis? You having fun? Oh, yeah. Time of his life out here. We are currently at... I have no idea how many thousands of feet. That thing does not indicate very clearly. I don't know what that one does. It doesn't even have any markings on it other than just numbers. Alright, we'll speed up just a tiny bit here. Time warp 5. That's fine. Get down to about 6,000 feet, and then we'll start thrusting a bit just to slow down. The green ice, the stuff on Minmus, is pretty much at sea level. Alright, thrust just a little bit. So this indicator on the top here is accurate as far as how far it is between us and the ground. This is considered sea level on Minmus. Ain't that right, Orvis? He goes, yeah. That's right, yo. Shit's at sea level. Okay, let's bring our speed down to about 50, maybe 40. Something more manageable. Look at the little fuel tank go. Bye, fuel tank. Bye. That thing's going to explode down there. Explodinate. Okay. We don't need to slow our descent that much. Not yet. You having fun, Orvis? You looking at all the meters and shit? Oh, look at that. You can see the gimbal in here, too. Surface, 20 meters a second. Oh, look, he has a picture of Planet Kerbin up there. What's that say? Reminder, close the hatch. Yeah, no shit. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, Orvis. Happiest little Kerbin. We landed a rover on the Mun. It was very wide. I think the wideness was a bit of a problem. That's what she said. So we shrunk it down for the next one, which is pretty much the same thing you see here now. And that was better. But then we ran into the problem of it's still flipped over. So hopefully this design with 8 wheels will be better on the whole flipping over thing. But we are low enough to get rid of this engine. So let's slow ourselves to pretty much nothing. Okay, cut it, detach that, fire up the lander. Oops, I detached the wrong thing. Well, we'll be fine. Gear down. Yeah, so I hit spacebar one too many times there, and I'm hoping it doesn't bite me in the butt. Basically, it detached the rover up here. It activated that separator when it shouldn't have. So it's kind of bad. But as long as it doesn't break anything, it's okay. Okay, the little engine down there. Our nuclear engine broke off. Well, it didn't break off. We dropped it, and it blew up. Our shadow, there it is. There it is. I wonder if we can land this with the... Right now, this rover is completely detached. I have detached it accidentally. And it looks like we may still be able to land this without any problems. That's hilarious. Orvis doesn't seem to mind. So far so good. The wheels are still spinning. 4.1 meters a second. That's fine. And we have plenty of fuel in this little lander to go back to Kerbin once we're done here. You can tell the rover's not even attached anymore. That's awesome. I still can't believe that, though. I thought it would have just flown off into space or something the moment I hit that spacebar by accident, but nope. Everything is under control. Orvis knows how to pilot the lander, that's for sure. Very peaceful descent here into Minimus. And there goes the rover. Please don't break anything on the way down, Rover. Get off me, Rover. Rover's the wheels on the rover are fine. They're really strong. So we should be okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go a little bit further away from the rover so we don't land on him and break one of our struts or something. God, that's hilarious. Silly little rover. Alright, let's land. Yeah, now we gotta flip the rover over because it's on its frickin' side. I hadn't even thought about that. That's never happened before. Oh, goodness. That's what happens when you hit spacebar once too many. I only wanted to detach the nuclear engine, but I managed hitting it twice, which also detached the rover. That's okay, though, Orvis. We're here. So cut the engine. Now. Good guy, Orvis. Turn off SAS. Let's take a look inside. Yep, you did that, Orvis. You did that. And let's hop out. Let's extend the ladder. Yes, we did attach a ladder.